Hey guys, welcome to Precious Cargo. I'm Precious. I am trying a completely different setup today. So I hope you all can hear me. If not, sorry, too damn bad. That's too damn. Welcome back for another episode. I'm so excited about this episode, you guys. Last week I gave you guys your assignments. So each week when I give you an assignment, I want you to continue to build on that. Like, this isn't something that you're gonna do one time and just forget about it. Like, keep doing your Fridays, keep giving people compliments, keep doing all of the things, and then I'm going to give you another weekly assignment to do in addition to it. We're building upon, we are becoming. We are in our season of becoming. We're in our season of becoming so much that we literally are just that person. Like, we are no longer trying to become that person. We just are that person. Okay. So keep doing your gratitudes. For the love of God, if y'all don't go buy my book, if you have not bought my book already, is on Amazon, or you can get it on my website, Precious Styles. Sorry, I'm yelling. Just feel like you guys are not taking this very seriously. So I gotta yell sometimes. Speaking of, you guys know how last week I was like, there's some really incredible things that have been happening for me. Well, I'm also going to share, I'm not going to say what, but I am going to share a little bit of info. This episode is about the how you get something. This is the behind the scenes work. This is the ancestral work. This is the work that when you're becoming or when you are that people like to obsess over, especially if you're anything like me and super type A, you have to know what's going on all the time. Everything has to be like super detailed. Y'all, I am so type A. I literally spent 2 hours yesterday making a 20-point presentation slide for my Columbia itinerary. Like, am I okay? Probably not. Um, so anyway, the how. Stop looking for physical proof. You will see it when you are ready to see it. Had a vision. You guys know whenever I receive information, I receive it usually years in advance. So there's someone that I know I have to do something with in order to fulfill a certain prophecy that was given to us, a task that we've got to complete in this lifetime. If you've ever booked a soul purpose reading with me, you know everyone doesn't have a task. Everyone doesn't have that. Typically different star seeds will have different tasks. Different people will be put on earth for different things. You have your blueprinters. Anyway, if you're curious about that, we can do a soul purpose reading together. Feel free to inquire on my website, precious-styles.com. This person and I have a certain task that we have to get done, and that's just what it is. And so I was always pushing for, I always found myself like, all right, we got to do this now. We got to do this now. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? And then a couple of months ago, he was just like, I'm not ready yet. He was like, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Like, you know what? That's fine. I will become the person I need to be to fulfill my end of the prophecy. And sometimes it's okay to let the how play out. And the how, when you turn it over, you surrender. Oh, yep, we're talking about surrendering. When you talk about surrendering, when you talk about the how, when you talk about letting go of control, you'll be surprised at how good it feels when you finally see that happen. There was something that needed to happen in order for this person and I to work on this prophecy together. And I was trying so hard to force it. My goodness, I tried for years to force it instead of just letting it happen the way it needed to happen, right? And my gosh, the way that it happened was a whole lot better than I could ever plan for. I promise you that was a whole lot better than I could have planned for. My goodness, that was incredible. It was just like so swift. And the ancestors, if y'all don't have an ancestor altar, make one. Make one, give your ancestors some food, give them some offerings, thank them for their service because they really do go above and beyond more than a lot of people probably give them credit for, to be honest with you. There's a reason different cultures really honor their ancestors because the amount of work that my ancestors do for me is unreal. I am so freaking grateful for them. My goodness, I'm grateful for them. So anyway, 9 times out of 10, it'll be way better than you imagine. Also, I'm recording on my iPad because the picture quality is so much better. And so I am back to my regular notebook, which honestly I like better 'cause trying to scroll and do everything else on the iPad is just too much sometimes. I literally bought this iPad and all I do is play Sudoku on it. So we're putting it to use today. We're putting it to work today. The how is not in your job description. Write that down on your notebook. The top line. The how is not in your job description. The only job, the only responsibility that you have, I feel like I'm on the pulpit today. The only responsibility that you have, the only job that you have is to become the version of you who already has that, who already is that. Your only job, your only focus is to be the version of you. Focus on becoming the version of you who already has it, and it will come to you as perfectly as it needs to when it needs to. The how and the when, let it go. Give it to God, give it to your ancestors, give it to the earth, give it to whatever the fuck. I don't care. Write it on a piece of paper and burn it for all I care. Literally, you guys, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Allow it to happen in divine timing the way it's supposed to happen. All right? And y'all know I'm type A. Y'all know this was hard for me. Y'all know this was hard for me. I literally, whenever we were snowed in, I literally went through and planned all my vacations for the year, booked everything for the year. Y'all know I'm type A. I have trips in November, December, and 2 in January of next year that I've already planned out. And the only thing I can't do is book my flight yet. And if I could, that would already be done too. That's how type A I am. No, it's real bad. It's real bad. I get bored and start to learn a new language. That's how bad it is. I decided today I wanted to become a dual citizen in Nigeria. And so I applied with the embassy today. Like what? So yeah, when I tell y'all that what I'm saying is so important, I mean it, and I know that these are not easy tasks because I also have struggled with them. So I'm never going to ask you guys. I'll say it all the time. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I'm never going to ask you guys to do something that I haven't done, and I know it can be challenging. Next week we will talk about overcoming obstacles and challenges. But for right now, just know that the how is not your job. Whenever you're at work and your coworker ain't pulling their weight and you're like, I ain't cleaning the bathrooms, that ain't my job. I'm not worrying about the how, that's not my job. I want a new G-Wagon. I'm going to get a new G-Wagon. The how I'm going to get it is not my job. You could win it for all you care. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You say what you want, you become the person who has the thing that you want. The how is not your problem. All right? Stop trying to make things tougher than it needs to be. Stop trying to overanalyze and overthink. And I know it's me to me. I know it's me to me. Y'all see how jittery I am if you're on camera? This is me to me. I know. It is not always going to be a walk in the cake. I know. And I know that what I'm saying and I know that what I'm asking can seem or present to be a little bit of a challenge. I know that. I know that. We will talk about that next week. But for now, the how is not your problem. Decide what you want and don't even let the how, don't even let the thoughts of, okay, this is what I have to happen, but all these things have to happen in order for me to get this. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let it go. Stop thinking about it. Stop overanalyzing it. Doesn't fucking matter. The how does not matter. Trust me. I have been beaming the past few weeks because the how doesn't matter. And the how will be revealed to you if it never needs to be revealed to you. Honestly, sometimes it doesn't even need to be revealed. Who cares? You got it. Who cares? Poof. Voila. Came out of thin air, right? The how is not your job description. Life is literally only as tough as you want it to be. If you want the how to be tough, it'll be tough. If you want the road to be tough, it'll be tough. Focus on on what you need to be, who you need to become, and that is a tough enough job as it is. Why make it harder for yourself by trying to also control the how? Becoming is tough enough, honey. Why make it harder for yourself? For me, I'll give you an example. For me, becoming the version of me now who can go on luxury vacations every quarter and do whatever she wants, basically, whenever she wants, can buy whatever she wants, can have whatever she wants, can live wherever she wants. To become that version of me, I knew I had to release a lot of my dead weight. I knew the vision of me. I knew the reprogramming of my mindset that needed to happen. This is all everything, y'all. This whole season is about mindset. These are all mindset tips and tricks to get what you want, right? Surrendering, becoming, all of these things are all linked into your mindset. You get your vision of who you are. You know who you need to be to become the next version of you, or the version of you that has the thing or the things or the whatever the experiences that you want. So you do that. I'm learning Spanish because I want to hop around the Caribbeans for maybe a year, 6 months to a year. So I am learning Spanish because the version of me who does that is fluent in Spanish and can live with the locals and be a local while I'm there. So if you know that you want to do something, go ahead and start preparing and becoming that person. The how, it doesn't matter because you know that you're working towards that. And so it will be given to you. Ask and you shall receive. My spirit team, honey, be coming through for the girl. Be coming through. The details are just extra tasks to stress over, and there's no need in doing that. It's completely unnecessary. You have a full spirit team. Ask them for assistance. Give them offerings. Go to your altar at church, whatever it is that you do, that you participate in, that you practice, and do it. Right? That's all you got to do. Carry on knowing that it is done. I actually only had one assignment for this. This is a quick episode because I'm talking really fast and because I just want it to be a quick episode. I love a little mini episode, get straight to the point. You don't have to listen to me dilly-dally for a long time. Just get the info and you get it done. You do your weekly assignments and come back next week. Anyways, I was going to have one weekly task, but now I think I'm going to do 2 weekly tasks. Yeah. I want you for your first weekly task, I want y'all to decide who it is that you want to become. I want you to get the clearest vision of who it is that you want to become because we're going to be talking a lot about mindset and controlling obstacles and different things. But until you have that vision of yourself, what are you working towards? You know, until you have that idea for yourself, what are you working towards? You don't even know what you're working towards. First, you got to know what you're working towards. What is your goal? Close your eyes. What is that person? What do you in the future who has the thing that you have? What do you look like? What do you smell like? How do you dress? What do you eat for dinner? Do you eat dinner? Do you drink coffee? Are you vegan? What is it that you possess that you can start doing now and start doing it? I want y'all to start becoming. But before we can start becoming, you got to know. You got to know what it is that he or she looks like, they, them looks like. You got to know what you got to know. I knew I needed to lose weight. I knew I wanted to be stage presentable. I knew I wanted my clothing to be impeccable. I knew I wanted my hair to get longer. It's growing. I knew I wanted certain things. I knew that my jewelry I wanted to be a certain way. I knew that my nails I wanted to be a certain way. I got very, very, very clear on my focus for what it is that I wanted to look like. And I started there. I think when you start with the physical, it becomes a lot easier when you start seeing it physically, you start seeing your body transform into that person, then it's easier for you to imagine it. That's just me personally. You don't have to do it that way. Um, but I have noticed that's like a quick little cheat code to becoming is to physically become it. Start speaking whatever language it is, start learning whatever language it is. So you want to be a TED Talk or you want to whatever, be on stages or whatever and you're nervous, go take a public speaking class. I talked about that last season. Start doing the things that you need to do now. So that's task 1. Keep doing your other weekly assignments. Get your focus, clear in on your vision, hone in on the vision. I want you to be able to draw it with your eyes closed, the person that you are that has the thing that you want or that is the thing that you want. And then we'll get past the obstacles and we'll get a stronger mindset, then we'll get it. But I want you to first know what it is that you're even working towards. You got to start there. All right. You start look in the mirror, love yourself. And now we got to figure out who it is that we want to be, what it is that we want to do. We got to get that part. Okay. This part's gonna be really funny. I want y'all this was the main weekly task. I'm getting sick and tired of complaints. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing somebody ain't got no money for something. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing, "Well, I wanted this, but they ain't got no money." You never hear me say that. You never hear me say that. Ever, 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 ever. If I want something, honey, it's going to happen. 'Kay? If I want a sweater, I don't care what the budget is, honey, I'm getting that sweater, I'm walking out with it today. 'Kay? I wanted my Range Rover, I got my Range Rover. 'Kay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Promise you. Situations, circumstances, doesn't matter. You decide what you want, stop complaining about it, and be more solution oriented. If you want a G-Wagon, you got shitty ass credit, work on your credit to go get your G-Wagon. Stop complaining about how you don't have any money to go buy a G-Wagon and go and get the damn G-Wagon, but fix your credit. Go get it. Do it. Become solution oriented and stop complaining. Told y'all I was going to be a little tougher this season. I'm already a little tough, but I told y'all we're going to get straight to it because this is where the change happens. This is where the growth happens. I'm not here to coddle you. I don't coddle myself. I don't coddle my friends. I don't coddle my clients. If you want sweet sugar, you're not going to get it from me. And that's just what it is. But you're going to get some damn good fucking results. All right. And you're here because you want to make the change and you're here because you want the results. And that is what we're going to do. And you're going to get it very quickly. I promise you that. But you've got to stop complaining and you've got to be solution oriented. If I present something to you and it might be a little challenging, don't tell me all the reasons why you can't do it. Give me all the reasons why you can do it. I don't care that you can't buy a G-Wagon because you can't afford it and you have shitty credit. Okay? Work on your credit. And in the words of the great philosopher, Boss Mandilo, there's a million ways to get the bag. The fuck you broke for? I've waited all day. I've waited all day to sit down and say, there's a million ways to get it back. The fuck you broke for? Y'all know I love using music to manifest things. And when I feel like I need to be in my grind hustle mode, I put on Boss Man D-Lo. I don't give a damn. He motivates me so much. Like, I feel like I could flip whatever. I don't care what it is. We're flipping it. So based on what Boss Man D-Lo said, yes, there are plenty of ways to get a bag. There are plenty of ways to make money. There are plenty of ways to do. The world is so abundant. You really think? Y'all, come on. The world is so fucking abundant. You really think they're only going to give one person one banana and one person one orange when there's fucking fields of it out there? No, that doesn't make any sense. Stop limiting yourself. You want something, go get it. That is my 2 assignments for this week. What else did I put on here? Oh yeah. I also put on here that being broke is a choice. So let's start there. A lot of people, it's always about money with people for some reason. I can't understand it, but we'll talk about that at a different time. Do you know how many people are born into poverty? Do you know how many successful, very, very successful people are born into poverty? I was not even born with a lot, frankly, but god damn, did I not do it for myself? Do you know how many athletes do it for themselves? They didn't come from shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone, just because you aren't born into it, or you might have suffered houselessness, or you might have suffered, poverty growing up, does not mean that that is your destiny, honey. It's not. It's not your destiny, okay? Stop excusing whatever it is. Stop. Stop. Become solution oriented. I know I joke a lot. I know I, get a little riled up every now and then, but my gosh, you guys are so fucking powerful. Like, and I get a little frustrated sometimes because I don't think that you all realize the extent of how powerful you are because we have been in a society that has been trying to minimize your power and your strength and everything else for so long. And that time is fucking over. That time is over. It is time for you to step into your I am. It is time for you to become the version of you who deserves and gets everything that they want because you're abundant. The world is abundant. Life is abundant. And there's so much beauty and so much excess and so much amazingness out there. You cannot let whatever your current situation, visible circumstances look like deter you from getting what you want, what you're becoming to be or becoming to get or whatever. You guys know what I mean? It's been a long day. Also, I've noticed that since I've been taking Spanish lessons, I usually do like an hour a day, that I am getting so tongue-tied. So if I say things backwards, I need you all to please know what I mean because everything in Spanish is like backwards and it's stressing me out. But I am going to Colombia. Colombia. And I want to be fluent, Maybe some, never mind. I was going to say something super inappropriate. Cut that out. All right. I wanted this episode to be short, sweet, 20 minutes. Love that for us. Yeah. Yeah. And hire me to be your mindset coach, preciousstyles.com. Anything else? Nope. I think that's all for this week. I hope y'all have a great fucking day. I hope your day is so fucking fantastic. I hope that everything that you want for this week comes to pass. I really do. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone who shares this. I appreciate everyone who comments, likes it, sends it to their friends. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Seriously. I originally started this podcast just to kind of overcome my fear of being seen. And I think I've done that. So, yeah. Now we're really transforming. I mean, my goodness, honey, we are transforming. And I love that for us. So, yeah, fuck the how. The how doesn't matter. The how is not important. And when you find out the how, you're probably going to giggle. I've been grinning ear to ear since I found out the how this one thing actually happened that I was trying so hard to force. I just needed to let that shit happen on its own. And it did. And I love that for me. And now we can fulfill the prophecy. And that is all I have for this week. Yeah. Do your weekly assignments. All right. Love you guys. Bye.